So what I'm looking at here is an example of startup data. We have data on startups, their investors, their funding rounds, their advisors, where they are located, and things like that. So let's just browse through this real quick. What I'm seeing here is a preview because obviously you cannot show all million of nodes, but let's just look for something. I'm going to look for PayPal in this instance. So it was found somewhere in the graph, and it's already showing a couple connections. So let's just get a little more info on PayPal. I'm going to focus on this node. And I got a few things. I got a couple advisors. I think there are founders. There's some raised money, things like that. So now let's think of my use case. I have a startup in a similar space as PayPal, and I just want to find some people to talk to get some help, to get some connections, to maybe ask for some investments. So in order to do that, I'm going to switch over to complex query. Switching to complex query gives me nothing but PayPal. So now I have a step that I can add here, and that's called select connected nodes. Now it's selected everything that's connected to PayPal, so let's be more specific. Let's look for advisors in PayPal. Very good. Now I get a couple advisors. So I could email all these people, ask for some help with my startup, or I could go one step further. I can look for companies that these advisors also advised. So I'm gonna follow a relationship of advisors. And now I started at PayPal. I followed all of the advisors to it, and I followed all of the companies that advised it. Let's say I need some help with my new company. I have pretty good data set to get started with. I could collect emails for these people. I could talk to them. I could talk to these companies. But I can still keep going. I have now the direct advisors. I have their companies. And I can find advisors for those companies by following another step. So I'm just going to set it up here. And I'll have pretty complex picture of entire social network surrounding PayPal. This is just an example of how Knowledge Graph can help me find some information, for example, in an area of startups and raising money. That's about it for our demonstration. We're looking forward to see how you use KGBase.